I gotta pull out the stats here. Um, all right, man. I watched today San Antonio, Oklahoma. Oklahoma finally wins 198. Finally, Oklahoma beats San Antonio. San Antonio has been a pain in the ass to Oklahoma all season long. But finally, Oklahoma wins tonight, man. It was a fun game. But then at the end, I thought Oklahoma kind of dominated. But let's see here. Let's look at the let's see here. Victor Wembanyama is back to starting now. 17 points. Um, De'Aaron Fox had 14. Stephen Kessel had 20. And then for Oklahoma, Chet Holmgren he only had 9 points tonight. Jamal Williams had 20. And then Shea Gilchrist Alexander had 34. Shea Gilchrist Alexander, man, when they win, he goes off for like 30 something points, man. He's really good, man. Because nobody really played that good, honestly. Like the bench, Alex Caruso and Jay Williams, 13 and 11. But it was mostly, I guess, Jalen Williams and Shea Gilchrist Alexander went off for 20 for for Jay Williams, and then 34 for Shea Gilchrist Alexander, man. That was the key because Wembanyama, he had a much better game than Chet Holmgren. But, man, it's what it is, man. They finally got him, man. It's what it is. Anyways, let's talk about, that was a fun little game. Let's see here. Let's talk about other stuff going around, ladies and gentlemen. In baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals traded away Nolan Arenado to Arizona. So now he's in Arizona now. It's Nolan Arenado. So I don't know what. Well, Arizona, they're kind of like in the mix, right? But they never make the playoffs. And then that one time they made it, and they got on that hot streak in 2023, and they lost to Texas in the World Series. But they're kind of like a little like average team. But I mean, I don't know. I thought Nolan Arenado would get traded somewhere else, not Arizona. Like, what the fudge? And then in football, Mike Tomlin resigns from the Pittsburgh Steelers. After 19 years, he steps down. I think Mike Tomlin's such a classy man that I think he felt embarrassed, man. Like, my God, we haven't won a playoff game in so many years. You know how he's always saying the standard is a standard. I am the standard, or something. He's always very classy, he looks like a military, right? I think he felt like embarrassed, like, oh my God, every time we make the playoffs, we lose, man. And I think he just said the standard's the standard, and I'm not living up to the standard, which is that it's not only to win in the season, but also win in the playoffs. This is what I was thinking. What if he goes to Baltimore? Because I feel like because they have the quarterback in Lamar Jackson, they have Say Flower, Mark Andrews, Mark Ingram. He would just have to fix that defense, and that's what Mike Tomlin is known for, fixing. He's a defensive-minded coach. That's not too crazy if you think about it. Mike Tomlin in Baltimore, that wouldn't be too crazy, honestly. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's literally what they need, right? And that's what he's been looking for ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired. A quarterback. You got a quarterback. You got a running back. You got a receiver. You got a tight end. You would just have to fix the defense, and that's what he's known for, fixing the defense. Not that bad if you think about it. Mike Tomlin to Baltimore. And then the Eagles and the Chargers fire their offensive coordinators. Kevin Patula and Greg Roman got fired. So there's that. Everybody was saying that the Eagles needed to fire Kevin Patullo. I just don't know, like, and then who are you gonna hire? And then if he works out, but then he's gonna get hired for a new head coach. I don't know, man. I never seen this in my life. Like, a team depends so much on the offensive coordinator. It's so crazy. But I think it's because Nick Sirianni has won when he has a good offensive coordinator. That's why they don't fire him, I guess, because he's shown, hey, when I do have a good offensive coordinator, I do win a lot. So, I mean, 2 Super Bowl appearances and 1-1. So I guess that's why. Then I don't know who the Chargers are gonna hire to to their new offensive coordinator. I think the Chargers, um, they obviously they're gonna get better next year just because they're gonna get Rashawn Slater and Joe Old back. They're both their left and the right tackles. They're gonna get them back. So automatically, just because of that, the Chargers should get better for next year. I don't know. Who do they got? They got Johnson and McConkey. Keenan Allen. I don't know how many more years he's gonna play. I don't know. The Chargers just gotta stay healthy. That's the biggest thing for them, honestly. They keep getting their players hurt. Um, but let me think. I think that's it. Wrestling. So it is now being said. It was said for a while now, and my colleague, that I would be talking to not the real Colonel Sanders, obviously, my good friend who likes chicken. I call him Colonel Sanders because he always eats either chicken or pizza. I was telling him that they were talking about Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship, and he said he was pissed off. But now they are saying, I believe Dave Meltzer is saying that's no longer happening, that a lot of plans have been changed the moment Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship, and that the belief is that that match is no longer happening. There's a few matches that could happen, but the belief is a lot of people are saying that the championship match is going to be Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match. That's going to be the WrestleMania match. So we'll see what happens. But they're saying that yes, no, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes will not be happening anymore. It was a possibility, but no longer. So we'll see. Interesting how they want to throw Jacob Fatu in the championship all of a sudden, right? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm happy though. I think this WrestleMania, they're gonna try to make some stars. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about Alba Fini, Jacob Fatu, and Braun Breaker. All of them could be featured in some big time WrestleMania matches this season. So maybe I know people are so frustrated with Triple H because they're saying that the average champion the last 3 years that he's been in charge, head of creative, they've averaged the age of 41. So I think he's starting. I'm sure he's got people in his ear, guys like super veteran. Even Shawn Michaels, I'm sure, talks to him about this. He's like, hey man, Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard. Hey, dude, that's not good. The fact that our championships are averaging 41 years is not good at all. So it looks like this year, man, they're gonna really focus on the a little bit younger guys, right? And Jacob Fatu and Braun Break and Alba Fini. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But it's very possible. Excuse me. Oh my god, I had to sneeze, but that both Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu end up in the fucking WWE and World Heavyweight Championship matches. It's very possible. But we'll see what the fudge happens. Final one is basketball. Anthony Davis does not need hand surgery anymore. And so that because of that, they're saying that he could be back maybe by February, March. And they're saying that because of that, there's possibilities that they can actually trade him. So because they got the news today that he does not need surgery, that means that there's a higher chance that Anthony Davis could be on a different team. So we'll see what happens. Now, the training deadline, I believe it's February 5. So it would be the same thing as last year, right? They would trade him and he would be hurt, probably. But then at some point in February, March, he would be activated. So we'll see. But apparently, the belief is Anthony Davis is going to be able to play sometime again this year because he does not need hand surgery. So there's that. I think I talked about everything I needed to talk about here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think I did. I'm trying to see if I can pick up any more stuff, but I don't think I can. I think that's all I had to say here tonight on a Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, the comments, I do read them. I'm just kind of lazy to reply, but I do have, I want to say hi. Let's see here. Harrison, the OJ Harrison. He's been a fan since like 2018, 2019. He said hi. He said, go Bears. Harrison, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you still supporting me after all these years. I see you in the comment section. Harrison, shout out to you. Who else do I see in the comment section lately? The Pittsburgh fan. I forgot what his name. Michael Caputo. What's his name? I forgot what his name is. The Pittsburgh fan. But shout out to you, man. I'm sure you're a little bit happy. At least Mike Tomlin has stepped down. You get a new coach. Who else? Jalen something. He's been saying hi in the comment section. What's up, Jalen? I'm sorry about Detroit, man. I really am. Got to get a new coach next year to help run the offense. But Jalen, man, shout out to you. Daniel Barry, shout out to you. All the guys in the comment section, shout out to everybody in the comment section, guys. I'm just too lazy to read the comments, but I see all of the comment section. I'm just too lazy to write back, you know. But anyways, I'd rather address the comment section on a video, honestly. But anyways, that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back tomorrow. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my stomach for supporting my channel. And I think that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Hala, 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 hala. All right, hala, hala, hala. All right, hala. I'll see you guys tomorrow.